With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Oh, wait, it's a revenge game. Uh-oh.
Right to the air is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Marc Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, wait, Patrick Queen is home.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4. Going right back to Akers. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Nice.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Albert O. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are on the board first on the road in Baltimore. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I'm mesmerized.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Byron Young there on the stop. You talk about this Rams defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. The Ravens at 500 hit 6-6, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Now a pause, so there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
Uh-oh.
The medical staff is going to come
That's
out
too
here and
bad.
take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Jackson. And that'll be off the mark.
Sick pass, Lamar.
And it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on
Who is
2nd
that?
down.
Is that Keaton?
And Jackson throwing once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
Wow.
Touchdown. Marc Andrews.
Uh-oh.
58 yards. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Marky Mark got me.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Uh-oh. It wasn't? Damn.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Here's Stafford. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Clowney is 24? Damn.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Sick frickin' pass.
Picked up by Rocky Sin. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great...
He was wide open, and he threw it straight to Rocky Sin.
How many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Second and 10. A first carry now. This is Hill. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Okay, who are these running backs?
But if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Handed great starting field position on this.
Keaton Mitchell, there he is. Where's Williams?
Play action. It's Jackson on the move to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Tucker's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Sheds off the tackle, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Los Angeles offense.
Down by the bay, down by the bay, where the watermelon grows, back to my home, back to my home. I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say,
I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Has an open man. Skoranek.
What the heck, Skoranek? Go it. Hop off, boss.
Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Here's Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over, take it deep, and now you get some big shots downfield.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, look at this Baltimore defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Another down on the scoreboard. The urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the minds, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
That was a nice play.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Becker. He'll get it inside the 20 and down to the 19-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the
Good stuff, Keaton.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mitchell going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kylan Hill, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line.
Dang it!
And downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light of my dark, light in the darkness.
Tucker now to kick it away.
My goodness.
The touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there.
I've come to join the song.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing a completion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another.
Bro, Stafford, you're dog shit.
It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Praise will cry. Jesus be glorified.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Not through this
And this will be a
life
touchback as that sails over the end line.
and unto eternity, our endless praise will cry.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6.
Being throned upon the praises of 1,000 generations, you are worthy, Lord of all.
You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
We lift our
Here's a 2nd
voice
and
with
5.
heaven, singing worthy.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought
1,000
down right around the 37.
generations, you
7 yards there and a
worthy,
1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Powering forward, pushing his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. His throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a
Yeah, I don't
little
know.
bit there with
Puka versus Marlin is not a good matchup.
To gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Now with 2nd and 10.
Praises.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked up.
Bro, Stafford, you're dog shit.
I'm sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams.
There's a reason why I don't fucking use Van Jefferson.
Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Praises, you are worthy. Thousand generations, you are worthy.
Throwing is Jackson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it.
Hold on to that, Zay.
Rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Jackson being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's on target, but it's not.
Oh, JT, homie.
Came up just shy of
It's
the
too bad.
crossbar, and the lead will stay put at 17.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Faithful.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. Now Stafford. Akers back-to-back catches. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back.
Yes and amen.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Hands it off out of the gun. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Faithful you are. Faithful.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here. Beckham goes in motion left. Jackson on first down. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now it's Jackson. Comeback route, and the pass complete to Beckham. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Army, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, and his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime.
Like a hurricane, I am a tree.
Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push.
Attaboy, Stafford. Good pass.
Take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's Stafford now on second down. That'll be caught by Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
On the counter, this is Akers. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. But we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Going up top for Kupp. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
Really? Are you kidding me? What's going on, guys?
Worthy of every
So how about
song
this for
could
field
ever
position
sing.
after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Stafford now to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick.
Open up my
There's
eyes.
another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Stafford. And he comes back with one complete.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this
Worthy
drive
of all
with
the
6 points.
praise we could
And in a
ever
lot of
bring.
ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Akers will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've had big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Akers. They try and run. 4 yards. That gets them close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive.
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more?
I will put my trust in you.
This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
Hold on to that. You had a fucking step. Puka.
They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Jackson throwing to start the drive.
A little short one there, caught by Likely.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second and 7.
Jackson from the shotgun.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
What? Bateman never holds on to that ball. As a Ravens fan, he doesn't.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
That's not a draw, homie. Homie, that's not a fucking draw.
Right on the 30. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper. 17 yards. 1st down.
Homie, a draw is supposed to go up the middle, dog.
Frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A handoff from Mitchell running left.
And it's a run to the over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Didn't take Marc for a cheater. Weird. Damn.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And they to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Over me, you have made me know now life begins with you. It's
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense?
So
They give up a couple big plays in
free,
this sequence.
washing
And none better than the one right
over
there, forcing the
me.
incompletion and bringing up
You
4th
have
down.
made I knew now
And he'll get this
life
away into the
begins
icy winter
with you.
Take it in at the 11.
It's your
It'll be a net of 40 yards
endless
there following a
love
43-yard punt.
pouring
3-yard return. And the
down
Rams will be backed up
on
deep to begin the
us.
drive as they
You
take
have
over
made
1st and
us
10.
know now life begins with you.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That was
They've
arrested
certainly
in
played up
my
to the top
life
10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Now Stafford.
Stafford!
Off the mark, too far out in front.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Free, forever free.
Here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete as well.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They begin the drive with Williams. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. We have played 3 quarters.
Ocean and water.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
This is amazing grace.
Jackson. And the Rams got it.
Oh no.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
This is amazing grace.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
He missed. Damn it.
Down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken
Shoot.
their offense to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Stafford's throw here, hauled in by Cup. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To the air again, Stafford. Pass complete there to McCool. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down at Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And able to get this one across the 35. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the option to give to Williams here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now it's Jackson. Here's Mitchell with a catch out. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now a give up the middle to Williams. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Play action. It's Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Here's Jackson to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer.
And got his man complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Cooper Kupp, touchdown LA.
Cooper Kupp
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson.
On target to his man, likely.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath him, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
On 3rd down, here's Hill. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
This is 1st and 10.
Now it's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Here's 1st down.
Now Stafford. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs.